This video I'm going to show you guys how to speed up Windows 10. It's fast, it's free, and it's easy, so let's get started. Now before I get started, I want to recommend that you guys get an SSD. If you guys are not using an SSD, you should get one. They're not that expensive anymore, and it'll make a huge difference on your performance, especially the boot up. It'll boot up like in a second, so if you guys get an SSD, if you don't already have one, it'll make a huge difference, so I recommend you guys get an SSD. So now let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is on the bottom left here, on this Windows icon, right click it, click on System up here. Then on the left side here, click on Advanced System Settings. Let me just scroll this on this side here. Then on the Performance, click Settings here. Now what this basically does, it'll enable like certain effects, shading, things that'll make Windows look a lot prettier, but it'll also bring down your performance, your speed. So what I recommend you do is, instead of leaving it at let Windows choose what's best for your computer, check off adjust for the best performance. So click on it, hit apply, then you're good to go. Let it load for a few seconds, then you're going to hit OK. Now you can always put it back. If you're not happy with the way Windows looks or performs after that, you could always change it back. So we're done with this part here. We can close this over here. Now the next step is to go down here on the bottom left here, and on this box here where it says search the web and Windows, type in msconfig, and it's this first icon here. Just click on it, and this is what should load. The next step is just to click on this boot tab here. So there's a few things we're going to do here. The first thing is make sure you change this from 30 seconds to 3 seconds. Then over here, we're going to click on Advanced Options here. In Advanced Options here, you're going to make sure you click on Number of Processors. Now, I'm running a 5960X. It's probably the best processor you're going to get. And it has 8 true cores and 16 threads. So it'll have 16 processors basically. So I'm going to click on 16. If your CPU has 4 processors, then I would put it on 4. If your CPU has 8, then I would put it at 8. Then you're going to want to click on maximum memory here. My maximum memory is 32 gigabyte. Whatever your maximum memory is, you want to click on it, then hit OK. Now the next step is to, now this you don't have to do, but if you check it off, it will speed up your boot time, is taking off the graphical GUI when you're booting, you know, like the Windows logo basically. If you check this off here, it'll get rid of that Windows and just be a black screen, and it'll help with the speed when booting. But if you like that Windows icon when booting, you could uncheck it. So I'm going to leave mine unchecked, so I'm going to hit apply. Now the next step is to go to startup here. Click on startup, then click on open task manager here. And I'm going to bring this on this side here. Now on this side here, on startup, it shows you all the programs that'll start when the computer starts up. Now this will affect your startup, because it'll first try to run all these programs or load all these programs before Windows is fully started up. So what you can do is figure out which ones you don't need. I'm just going to disable all of them. You click on one, then you hit disable. You click on the other one, hit disable. Click on the other one, hit disable. I'm just going to disable all of them. You can disable whichever ones you want. The more you disable, the faster your boot will be. So I'm just going to disable everything. Now over here, these are the things that'll start up when Windows starts up. So you want to look for things like updates, you know, like Adobe updates or whatever updates, Google Chrome updates or plugins, and you want to disable those. Or installers, like Windows installers. You want to get rid of those because they'll slow down your system. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next step. Let's just close all this here. We're going to click on this Windows icon on the bottom left again. Click on File Explorer here. Locate your drives, your C drive. Right click your C drive and click on Properties. Now this here is your boot drive, whichever drive is used to boot Windows, right? So what will help speed up Windows is by clicking on this disk cleanup here. If you click on disk cleanup, it's going to clean up your stuff that are not wanted, that is taking up space. So it'll free up some space, and it'll also make Windows 10 a lot snappier. So And right here, I recommend just choosing everything here. Choose them all. It'll include the recycling bin. Then click on clean up system files and let it run. It should take about a minute or two to run. Alright, so the next and final thing that I'm going to show you guys is under tools here, this tools tab. And you can check this here if you want to check for system errors. If you want to do that, you can do it. What will really optimize your system is to click on this optimize. This does like a disk defrag. And if you have, like, depending on the type of hard drive you have, it might scatter different files all over the drive. So this will help bring the files together to speed up the drive. So you just have to click on it and let it run. I'm not going to run it now, but you know, basically, if you, like I said, if you want to make your drive a little bit snappier, just click on it and let it run.